Today we're building 5 video and podcast studios
in our brand new Creator Studio.
And this is the biggest build our team has ever done, and it's been nuts. From idea to completed result in less than a month.
And we're gonna show you the entire process, from planning the spaces
To designing each unique studio.
to building the entire thing.
And in the end, we're gonna show you the final reveal. This is Nathan, the founder of Kit, the company behind many of your favorite creators.
You might know us by our previous name, ConvertKit, and this is going to be our new Kit Studios.
What's up?
Go!
Kevin, Victor, Ashton.
Good to hang with you all. Thanks for doing this project.
So this build in particular is a very special one. So I asked Nathan to tell us more about the heart behind this project. How did this all come about? What's the story behind all this?
Yeah, so it actually goes back to late 2017. And I laid out this vision for us building out these creator spaces.
We've built a lot of studios. Yeah, it's the first time we've built 5 studios for someone. Why?
I've always wanted to build a space for creators that they can use. Because if you think about it, the number of creators that want to create something and they're going to start out and it looks bad, and of course they're working on improving content and everything else, there's a lot to that. And I was thinking wait a second, what if we took our, the vision for the space that I want and then made it open to creators in the community to come in and use our studios. That's what we want to be a perk of being a Kit customer, that you can come in and use this space.
So first what we did was discuss the layout of the space. In here, you can see there's a bunch of different rooms. This would be a conference room, and this would be Studio A, B, C, D, and finally E. And this over here would be a green room and storage. Nathan and Haley shared with us their dream, their intention behind what each studio would be used for. And then our team got to work. We researched and designed multiple different mock-up options for every single one of these studios. I can't wait to show you in a little bit how these turned out, but here's a sneak peek of what we came up with.
It's good to see you all. I'm super excited. Can't wait. And we'll talk soon.
Awesome. And now that the designs and prep work are all finally done, it's time for our team to fly out to Boise.
Dude, Nathan! Hey, welcome to Boise.
Thank you, man. How are you?
Doing well. You want to come in?
Yeah, let's check out the space.
All right. And I'm really excited to see it finally come to life.
Yeah, 7 more days.
7 more days.
You'll have it. All right, now for the fun part, building this thing. We've got over a couple hundred pieces of gear here, from the largest lights and stands to the tiniest of adapters and cables. And if even one of these is missing, it puts the entire project in jeopardy. So right off the bat, our team painstakingly sorts through mountains and mountains of boxes and packaging to inventory every single piece of gear and sort them into their appropriate rooms. And as all this exciting stuff was happening, this is one of the first moments where Nathan and I were talking, and we felt like this dream of this studio was finally becoming real.
One thing that always frustrated me about the podcast was just the quality of the studio that I was recording in. You know, you could tell that it was a home setup. I had a slightly better camera and decent audio, but I just felt like I was putting so much time and effort into the quality of the content, and the production of the studio just didn't match. And something that I've noticed is you just take content more seriously when you can see that the creator put the time and effort into every aspect of it. Not just their interview questions or what they're saying, but also that the lighting and the audio and the video and everything, the set is absolutely dialed in. This is a really special build because we've got the top creators coming from all around the world. Literally, people are flying in from as far as New Zealand to come to Craft and Commerce, which is our annual event. We host 300 creators here in Boise, Idaho, and they're coming in to learn, to network and all of that. And we wanna show them firsthand, let them tour the space, let them record with each other here in the studio. And so it has to be ready on time.
It is now day 2. Our team spent the next few days setting up every single shot. That includes dialing in the exact camera settings for 12 different cameras, setting up and refining the lighting for every single one of those angles, engineering the audio to sound incredible. And of course, with so many moving pieces, it is crucial to stay organized, especially in this case when we're building not one, not two, but 5 studios at the same time. By the way, this is Haley. She is carrying this entire project on Nathan's side of the team. She's the reason why we have such a cool, awesome space to work in. And she's also juggling this entire project while also making this massive conference happen at the same time.
Yeah, getting the keys for this place 30 days prior to us opening it, which is, aligns with craft and commerce. My biggest project of the year was just a tiny bit stressful.
Yeah, I could not do any of that, so thank you.
Yeah.
All right, now that the gear is all set up, it's time to refine the look of each studio. So we spend the rest of our time carefully calibrating the settings of every single studio such that the original intended feeling of each design is accomplished. All right, so this studio is finally done. It's time to bring in Nathan and Haley. You guys ready? Come on in.
Oh, this looks good.
Hey, oh my God.
Okay, so this is Studio A.
Yes.
First studio here in our collection of 5. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Naming everything after Taylor Swift song.
Everything after Taylor Swift song. What are we doing with this studio?
We designed this studio to be for casual conversation, with 2 or 3 guests.
Actually, time out. We actually designed the studio to be Nathan's studio. Then we had a little change of plans.
Yeah, I got in here and said, this studio is amazing. I love it. And there's another studio I like better.
Yeah, we'll show you that one next.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Next. Heyo, welcome to Studio B.
Oh, champagne problems.
It feels like a champagne problem studio.
It does.
It really does.
Kevin knows how to use the studio.
Yeah.
You
You might be lounging a little bit
you
more, Yes.
I like it. My favorite thing is the chairs. You just kind of want to hang out here for a bit.
Yeah.
You do want to hang out.
It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is Studio C, also known as Out of the Woods.
Why?
Well, it's a great Taylor Swift reference, and it just kind of has that, the green vibes, it's earthy.
In the woods vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you like about the studio, Kevin?
I like how flexible it is. We've got the teleprompter here, so you can put literally anything right in front of the camera lens, so you can look at notes, so you can look at the person you're talking to or interviewing on Zoom or something. And we also have the 2 chairs, so you can move one of them out, so you can have 1 person or 2 people in here at a time.
I think something that I'm going to use this studio for is recording shorts. So I'm going to throw up a bunch of script ideas on the teleprompter and then just record all of those in this great background. Let's see the next one.
Awesome. Let's go.
Hey friends, welcome to Studio D. We are thinking karma though. We designed this studio to be light, bright, and airy. It is great for solo recording or remote recording. And gosh, look at how cool you look. Or look at how cool I look.
So,
All right.
this is the final studio, Studio E,
Yes, the alchemy.
the alchemy.
Yeah, so this is where the magic happens.
So, funny story, we thought this was gonna be just another studio until you walked in here. And then you had a certain reaction to it.
I was just like, okay, this is gonna be my studio.
Yeah, this goes back to what we were talking about the experience. And so different folks like to have different sort of interactions with their studio.
Yeah.
So in the other one, it's like the laid back one. This one, I really like having a table here. It's more nerdy. You can kind of like talk about stuff instead of just stare at the person straight in the eye.
Yeah.
Different studios for different people. It's hard to believe that in just a month, we've managed to accomplish so much. And in less than 24 hours from now, we're gonna have over 100 of the world's biggest creators coming in to record in this space. But before all that happens, this is always such a special experience. When someone gets to meet their new studio for the first time. And I wanted to capture this moment for Nathan and Haley.
I think the most frustrating thing about my setup before was when I would go as a guest on someone else's podcast, like Ryan Holiday or Ali Abdaal, it looked so good. They had their dedicated studios, the lighting, everything was just dialed in, it was perfect. And then I have someone as a guest on my podcast and
it was just okay.
it was fine, you know? I think also a fun thing is I get asked a lot to go on other people's podcasts. And I think what I'm gonna do more and more is to say, yep, absolutely. Come to the studio, pick out whichever studio you'd like to record in, and I will happily go on your podcast.